This is your video for all of Chapter 2. So beginning with Lesson 1 on page 111, and we're going to do all of the guided practice again. So if we look on page 114, we have 60 equals 3 over 4p. When you have a fraction that's being multiplied, remember you're going to multiply by the reciprocal. So we're going to flip it, and instead of 3 over 4, we're multiplying by 4 over 3 here. And whatever you do on one side, you also have to do the same thing on the other side. So what's going to happen is these 4's and these 3's will cancel. And we have p equals 60 divided by 3 gives me 20. Multiplied by 4 is 80. So this answer would be 80. And then if I wanted to check my solution, I have 60 equals 3 multiplied by 4 times 80. 80 divided by 4 is going to give you 20. Multiplied by 3 gives you 60. So we know that this is a correct answer because 60 does equal 60. Okay, the same thing on this one. We have a fraction, and so we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. 25 over 27, and it's negative. Again on this side. Okay, and so here these will cancel out again and just leave me with x on the left hand side. And then over here, if I do 9 and 27, both of these can be divided by 9. So 9 divided by 9 gives me 1. 27 divided by 9 gives me 3. 5 and 25 can be divided by 5. So this gives me 1. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Okay, so then this part is basically 1 over 1, and it's negative. This one is also negative. It's 5 over 4. So my final answer will be a positive 3. So positive 5 over 3 would be my answer. Now, you have a calculator on your test. So type in the calculator negative 9 multiplied by negative 25 divided by 5 multiplied by 3. Okay, and that should give you the correct answer. So 9 and negative 9 and negative 25, get an answer for that. And then 5 and 27, get an answer for that, and then divide. Okay, here same thing, except for this is not a fraction, so we don't have to multiply by the reciprocal. This is multiplication though. It says negative 2.7 multiplied by t equals 810. Dividing by negative 2.7 would cancel this out. I have t equals, I have to multiply by divide by negative 2.7 over here also. So when I do 810 divided by negative 2.7, I am going to get negative 300. So this one, when I put it in the calculator, will give me negative 300. And again, I can check my answer because if I do negative 2.7 multiplied by negative 300, if that does not give me 810, then I know that I have the wrong answer. Okay, so I'm going to multiply here, and I would get 810 like I need. 810 does equal 810, so I know that my correct answer is negative 300 from the final answer. This last one says, Huda has read 70% of the total pages in a book she's reading for English. She has also read 84 pages. So it says, define a variable, write and solve an equation to determine how many pages. Okay, so 70% we know is the same thing as 0.7. And it's multiplied by the number of pages. And we also know that she's read 84 pages. So this is the total number of pages in the book. This is how many she's read. And if we multiply the total number times the 0.7, we should get our final answer. But we need to figure out what that is. So when we solve it, we're dividing by 0.7, and we get x equals 84 divided by 0.7 gives me 120 pages. Okay, so I know that she has read 70% of the book, which is not all of the book. So she's only read 84 pages, and that's going to be 70% of the book. There's 120 pages total. Okay, so that's it for lesson 2-1.